comfy chair for that.
At the bottom there. No, underneath. Good evening, everyone. Oh, I'm glad to see you all. I'm really excited. I can't wait to show you what I've got planned. I'm just going to do my settings and make sure I can see you all and hear you all. If you are in chat, then please do say hello. I have the chat up. Good evening, Jan, sweetheart. How are we this evening? Hope everybody's having a lovely day. I'm just good evening, Ryan. Good evening, Pauline. No, they'll be in there then. I don't know where they are.
You don't need them right this minute, do you? Yeah. Can we search for them again?
Let me just think. Good evening, Jan. Very well, thanks. Good. I'm glad you ladies are having a lovely day. I am just looking.
Just do you like that?
It's in there. And it's these. It might be in that fairy thing that just popped in, actually. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just searching for something. I was a bit late coming on this evening. So while I am searching for it, you are all looking at sort of my Santa scene that I put out every Christmas. And it's a little sleigh that I put together over a period of years. Okay. Well, it's not good after.
What's this? Is this it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, can you put this back in? Sorry, guys. If I could do my acorns to do a little Christmas scene. Right, let me start again. I've been searching around for my miniature stuff because when I first started YouTube, I showed you a couple of miniature stuff that I was making and where it was going to progress from there, what it was going to do. So what I thought, and you will hear fireworks, but that it's in the background and somebody's setting fireworks off. I don't know why. It's like the 1st of November. Needless to say, that's what you'll hear in the background. I can't do anything about it. But I do have the window open. Right, let me start again. I'm in a bit of a panic tonight. Right. Deep breath. Good evening, Dawn. Good evening, Pauline. Good evening, Tammy. Good evening, ladies. Right, let me show you again. You are looking at my Santa miniature sleigh. It has got everything on there that reminds me of Christmas. And this is what I would imagine Santa's sleigh to be. I'll show you my little Father Christmas thing now in a second. It has, now this was plain, so the felt wasn't in there. I do keep this on the side, hence why it's covered in hair, because my cat tends to lie on top of it for some reason. Anyway, so I have Santa's naughty list, checking it twice. I have the little toy soldiers in there. I have a little bag that I did have things. This was full at one point. A little flower plant, a teddy bear, and a rocking horse that is broken. Let's hope nobody wants a rocking horse for Christmas. Well, anyway, why am I showing you this? Well, I wanted to do miniatures, and I was like, I really want to do miniatures. What shall I do? And I really want to tie it in with Christmas. It's coming around the corner. What should we do? So I've got a shadow box. It got given to me last year, and I've never done anything with it because I was like, what shall I do with it? You know, I really want to do something special with it. So I'm going to create a miniature Christmas scene in it. But it's not just going to be each box is going to be Christmas. Each box is going to be something that you would gift to somebody for Christmas, perhaps. It'll have Christmas food in one compartment, that sort of thing. So it's going to be everything associated with Christmas. But you guys are going to help me because, let me just pull you up, because this is the shadow box. Oh, if you see my desk now, you would not believe I've just organized it. It's in like a chaos mess. Right, this is the shadow box. Now, I don't know whether I did it last year. You all know I've got a giveaway going on at the moment, a challenge. But I'm coming up to 1,000 subscribers. I'm on 934 subscribers. That is amazing. I've been on YouTube for coming up to 3 years this Christmas. So I want to do something special. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Christmas scene. You guys are going to help me because I want to know what kind of things that you would have or gift to somebody for certain something. So for instance, one of these boxes would be food. So we'll say something and then we'll make that particular food to put it in there. Or if, you know, this compartment may be something that you would give a child. Now I've got some Beatrix Potter like little bags. But what kind of things would you give to a child? And we're going to make it together. This is going to be our Christmas scene. And when I am finished with it, it will have lights on. I am going to put some lights on. But once I'm finished with it, I'm going to gift it away. Now, this is going to be over a couple of lives. This isn't going to take one live to do because I am making miniature things. Now, I haven't got anything ready-made. This is the stuff that I sort of got by the side of me. So this is my lovely Father Christmas. I love him. I bring him out every year and he sits next to my shop every year. So he tells me that Christmas is around the corner. So I have this. Now it'll have lights on. So yes, it'll be Christmas orientated, but it's going to be something that possibly you can bring out every year, through the year, not just for Christmas. So what kind of things have I got? So what I was looking for, and Chris was like, are these them? Which I can't find. Oh, there they are. I have some acorns, small tiny acorns, which we're going to do something with them in a second. Then I've got some small seedlings just coming off a branch. But again, I'm going to paint them and we're going to do something with them because it's all going to add to our Christmas effect. So like I say, nothing's prepared. We're even going to give Christmas food to go, miniature Christmas food, because there are certain foods in miniature I do know how to do. So we're going to do that. What else have I got? I have bottles of wine. So we're going to wrap them up tonight and do like a little Christmas scene. This is one of my Christmas boxes. And this has a little basket in there, which I'm going to show you how to make that. Of course I am. It has coal. If any of you ladies have been naughty, Santa's checking his book twice. It has two lovely gnomes, Santa's little elves, and just different things. Wreaths, stockings. You can see nothing's ready made. I'll be making all these from scratch, the boxes. So different things are in here. Actually, forgotten what's in here because I haven't been here yet in yonks, ages. Little Santas, different things. So that's what's in my little Christmas box. And because I said we're going to make everything from scratch, we are. So I have some Christmas. These were in my little stash. So these are just like embellishments, miniature embellishments. So you've got Father Christmas, the sleigh, you've got some papers. On this side, we have Father Christmas himself or Santa Claus, depending on where you are in the world. Wreaths, small little tags all the way up. I'm so excited to show you next. Oh. Then we have some Christmas boxes. What do we have in here? I just pulled everything out that was Father Christmas related. And then I have So like I said, we're going to make everything from scratch. And then I have the elf pop-up book. These are miniature Christmas cards, because every year all of us always have cards. You're going to help me make this, so it isn't just going to be what I see Christmas to be. You're going to help me make it. We're also going to give these a go, and these are really, really quick and easy. So you can make these for an embellishment if you didn't want to make them for miniature. And all they are little tiny bags, handbags. But again, you can make them into embellishments like little charms if you didn't want to do it in miniature making. And the other thing, really good thing about these bags is that I am going to be making them from scratch, and I'm going to be making them out of different materials to give it a little bit of effect. That's cards. And then I have my little drawer. So I have a little Father Christmas with some glitter on it that's going everywhere. I have bells, that's what's rustling in here. Trains. This is a keyring that I got it picked up ages ago, and I thought we always send, not even if it's a swap, but we always send, like, I always send cards, if not like creations. I always send a card in the post, so that definitely has to go on. And then I also picked up in Hobbycraft, I think it was 2 weeks ago now, it must be 2 weeks ago. I picked up two things. Bear with me while I find it. There it is. So I picked up, and you can pick these up in Hobbycraft. They're actually in Hobbycraft right now. One is a mini wooden decoration sleigh, and the other is a little lamppost with a little doggy on it. So I'm going to be using them as well. So, and then the other thing I've got to show you is this. I'm going to move everything out of my way, and I'm going to get back into my miniatures, because I've got loads of projects in miniature making that I keep putting off. And I was like, yeah, I can do another day, I can do another day. But I'm not doing them, and it's a shame, because one of the projects is a barge, a narrowboat, which I was like really tempted to get out. So I have bells. I have these little candles. I'm going to show you how to make them. I made the candles on the group ages ago, but they are Yankee candles, but in miniature land, and they actually smell. I have like different shapes, like that one was kind of cool, a little miniature tree. What else do I have? I don't know all what I've got in here, by the way. I have no idea, so we're going to find out together. I've got little MDF pieces of miniature making. In this piece I have got some coal, because I want to show you how to do some coal. And I made a little sack. That's what was on my sleigh that I took off earlier. And what was the other thing I was going to show you? I do have a Christmas tree, but whether it'll sit on the front, on the top, I don't know. Because I'm hoping to put the lights on as well, so you can light it up, because that's the end, because that is what I like. Not just for it to be a shadow box, but it to light up too. So now you know what's coming up in the next few weeks. Hopefully you'll stay with me. So the first thing we need to do, pop that back on our sleigh, is we need to paint what we need to paint. So what I've got our shadow box, and I've also got some acorns. Now these acorns, I didn't buy them in. Everybody always asks me, where do I get my miniature stuff from? I tend to look for things around the home or outside. That's my main thing. When I'm doing miniatures, I don't tend to buy anything really in. I tend to make a lot of it because it's a lot cheaper making it. Like all these boxes that I've just shown you in the Christmas cards, they came off Pinterest. You can printable Christmas miniature stuff off in on Pinterest for nothing. So most of the things I'm going to be making that's going in our shadow box is going to be things I've made, but you're going to help me do it. So you need to start off painting it. We need to get it more Christmassy. So I'm going to dig out some of these acorns. Now these acorns I picked off my friend's back garden, and I just picked up off the floor. And I want some tiny, even the ones that have got twigs on, because they make perfect for what I want to do. And the other thing I have got and we need to do is paint this. So let's get some. Good evening, Angie, sweetheart. Right, so I have got a napkin here. I may use on the side, but I think it's a little bit too big for what I'm going for. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm using the wrong brush. Wait a minute, I'm using the wrong brush. So I'm going to gesso. Give this a good stir. I'm going to gesso the outside just to give a coat. It doesn't have to go on neat. And like I say, I'm going to make it Christmassy, but I'm also going to be making it the inside of the compartments. They will be done through miniatures, but the outside will be more or less painted. So this is the boring bit because we need to get it all painted up, ready for us to use, of course. So hence why I was late coming on this evening. I usually come on at 9 and I came on at 9:30. I made you wait, so I apologise. See, now I just want to curve. So once I've finished with all this, you'll have a miniature scene that will light up effectively. That's what I'm aiming for. Somebody will win as a thank you for coming in to my lives and supporting my channel. Somebody will get to win this. Right, let me just get some more. And I'm not being neat at all. I'll probably have paint all over me now, I guarantee it. Doesn't matter if it goes in the compartments. Actually, I might use, I wonder if I might use white acrylic. That's what I was thinking. Paint the roof with gesso and use white acrylic for the sides. So I thought this would be a really nice way, and then you'll get to see how I put the light, because they'll be working lights. They won't be battery. I'm hoping I won't be able to. They will be battery, but it'll have a switch on the back for you to knock it off or knock it on or whatever you want to do. I have made one before in the past, not a shadow box, but a shop. And I do have the lights on, especially at Christmas, all the time. I'm not going for neatness around the corners, as long as it's got a coat of paint. And then while this dries a little bit, I'm going to make a Christmas hamper. So in miniature scale, just like with any other crafting, you can have different sizes. You can do 1/16, 1/8, 1/12. And I forget, I think for every inch is 12, I want to say millimeters, but I might be wrong. But I'll be doing mine in 1/12 because I like miniatures, but I don't like going any smaller than that. Right, nearly finished. There we go. Right, so I'm going to pop that to one side and leave it dry, and I will come back to it. Now I'm going to pop it there just for now, because I do want to come back to it because I am sort of finished with it. Now my white acrylic, come on, my white acrylic, I've got the wrong colours out. I've got pink and I need a bit of black and I need a bit of red. Right, my white acrylic is going to be used, I need about that much, it's going to be used to paint our acorns with. And you can see the effect that it has. Isn't that cool? Almost looks like snow when you don't put too much on. Just want to touch base on it. There you go. I'm going to do a few of these. There you go. They just look like little mini snow, like snow's landed on the acorns. And after the new year, I'll be doing more of my miniatures, because I keep saying this and keep saying it, and every time I say it, I always forget. I've got a barge, I've got a gypsy wagon to do. Got two actually, but I need to do them because they're just sitting there doing nothing otherwise. Here we go. And I've got some small, again, I just want to brush light coat of it on. And leave these in there to dry, of course. And then I'm going to move on to my Christmas hamper. So if you were making a hamper for Christmas, this is what I mean about you helping me. What kind of things would you, do you make a hamper for Christmas? Have you received a hamper for Christmas? What kind of things have you, if you've received one, what kind of things have you had in it? If you've made one, what kind of things have you put in the hamper to gift to someone? What kind of things would you? And you're going to have to forgive my painted fingers tonight. Just want a couple more. Because again, these will dry clear. Dry as if the snow's been on them. And what kind of things? I thought, I've never given a hamper. I think I've, how have I don't know. I can't remember whether I have. I don't think I have. But I would imagine it to be like, I don't know. I've seen hampers in magazines, but never actually gifted one. Let me read a comment. I usually make up a hamper for my father-in-law for Christmas. Christmas pudding. Oh, wow, that's a good one. Do you, Miss Rhian? What kind of things do you put in it? Do you put in like personal things like clothing, or do you put in food? Christmas pudding is a good one. See, these kinds of things we'll have to make. Who puts do you put a Christmas cake in? Can you imagine them? I don't know whether you guys can see them. I'm hoping you can. Can you imagine them on top of our little house? I've only got this one left. Right, and because I want to give I just got a couple of branches. Oops. There you go. Perfect. There's one more bair. I'm making a hamper for a Scouts fair. Are you, sir? Crackers. Ah, see, Jan, that's a good one. And that is something I was gonna make tonight, actually. Crackers. Right, you're gonna have to forgive my hands. They are gonna stay painted because I haven't got any wet wipes because I keep forgetting to pick them up. So I'm gonna leave them dry. They shouldn't take long. But while I got paint on my brush, I'm just gonna dab what I've missed with the gesso. I'm just gonna make up with the acrylic paint. Oops. Christmas crackers, that is a good one. It's a goodie box, traditionally a basket full of Christmas fare. Okay. See, I've always seen them in the magazine, but I've never actually made one up, and I've never actually been given one either. So this is why I say you guys are going to have to help me on making everything up. So I'm just using the last of the acrylic just to give this a good coat. And I need black out in a second now. I'm going to make a hamper up. That's why I mentioned what kind of things would you see in a hamper. I got crackers in mind, so I'm glad, Jan, you mentioned that, because I'm going to make some up in miniature style. Let me just coat this with some white acrylic. There you go. Ooh. So this is the boring bit, because you're watching me literally just put brush strokes on. So I apologise in advance if this is the boring bit. And you'll notice I haven't done any of the insides, because all that, the insides especially, will all be done. The only thing I will cover is the ceiling. Supposedly what will be the ceiling. Because no, but I'm going to put the lights there, but I won't be putting the. There you go. There's one. There's 2. I'm not being any neat with this because I'm going to be putting paper on the sides, and I'm going to be putting obviously flooring down, so I don't really need to be extremely neat with it as long as I've given the ceiling a really good coat. There you go. Ah. And once this is all done up, hopefully you will see Christmas in miniature land. Okay, and then I've just got these 3 little like I say, I'm not being any neat with it at all because I'm going to be putting paper and all sorts. Go, and then this one. So I don't need to cover the sides up because all this will be done with paper. So there's our little thing. Now I can read some comments. When I worked for MSF, that's what I did in December, was make hampers for Christmas. Oh wow. I made hampers for the whole family last year. Did a movie theme one for my nephew with DVDs, popcorn, chips and dips. Oh, I've done for baby showers, but can't beat the Christmas one. Right, so tell me then what, Sarah, tell me what have you put in a baby shower one? What, because one of the rooms is going to be for children, what you would gift children for Christmas, that sort of thing. So I want to know some ideas of what kind of things you would put in. Now I like Rian's idea of, I'm going to write all of these down in a second so we don't forget. I like Rian's idea of DVDs and CDs, and we can definitely make popcorn up miniature style, so we'll definitely put that in. Was thinking that idea in US hamper is a large basket we keep. Oh wow, it's a bit luxury, right? So you guys call it a basket, see? But no. I'm going to leave that dry for the second, and we're going to concentrate on our little hamper. Now our hamper has to be made from scratch because I haven't got, like I said right at the very start, nothing is going to be pre-made. Nothing is pre-made. Nothing I've done is pre-made. So I've got some cardboard here, and I want to cut it into strips. And I have okay. I have the pattern. I should have the pattern. There it is. I have the pattern for it. So we need to cut that in cardboard. So I want this type of things. So we're gonna, let me cut these out. This is our basket. We're gonna make sure our basket fits. The last thing I want to be doing is making it up and then it don't fit in there. Trust my luck, it don't fit. So let me move this out the way a second. This is our little hamper. So let's make this for, who do you want to start making this for? Should we make it something to give? How about something to give children? You know, type of things that we would put in there to give children. That type of, so there's the bottom. Oh no, I've just thought of something. Because Jan mentioned crackers. I've got wine bottles there. Oh, I've got an idea. And Rhiannon mentioned DVDs. How about we make it for mum and dad? Haha. Right. Let me just cut out all these little bits and pieces so you can see how tiny this will be. Okay. So this is the sides. We need 2 of these sides. There's one. Just cutting the rubbish out because with miniature making you can get so confused at what's rubbish and what's not. I'm going to cut another one out. Okay. And then we have 2. So these are those are the short ends. These are our long ends. Okay, there's one there. And there's one just here. There. There's our pieces. Let me just move them out of the way. Right. There's our little hamper that we've just cut up. I'm going to get my 3-in-1, I think, because I don't think my brown glue is strong enough. So there's our base. Should get a cocktail stick. Wait a sec, bear with me 2 minutes. Where's the cocktail sticks? Yeah, me one. What's here? And I've got some tartan fabric. Right, I've got some small. I'm going to paint this. Just going to bring my palette back over. Okay. Here's one side. Here's 2 sides. I just put the glue. Ah. So you can sort of see the hamper beginning to set place. You're going to have to mind my fingers because they're all now covered in glue, of course. Just going to push these up a bit further. I need a bit more glue. It's now sticking to my hands. Now, it did have, and I did come across, and I thought, no, what's the point in getting a hamper to alter? I have got a miniature hamper already made up, but I wanted to show you how easy it was to make miniatures up. And even though somebody says, oh, I haven't really got the patience for it, honestly, it's just as fun as it is paper crafting. So there is my little hamper all done up, ready to put some tartan fabric on it. Now I have, I'm going to cut a section because we won't need all of it, of course. And I have hessian, and I have, there's my tartan fabric, and this is my hessian I've got. So my hessian's folded into half. So what I am going to do, I think I'm going to cut a section of my hessian out, and I'm going to put the hessian inside. Oh, look at that, perfect fit. Oh, what? Right, I'm going to pop a little bit of glue and our little thing. Right, so I've got 3-in-1 with there. Now for this, I think I'll use my brown glue, only because come on. There you go. Right. And we're going to aim to put, I think we'll put in one, because I'm going to try and do it as I'm going along, so we're not waiting for anything to dry, if that makes any sort of sense in what I'm saying. Right, pop, is that a piece we'll cut here? Pop that straight in there. Push it right down. And then I'm going to use my tartan fabric and cover it. So, because I want it to go around the corners, right, I got a small little brush here. So I just thought it'd be something different and something that would get me going with my miniatures once more. So let me know if this is a boring knife, and if it is, I'll switch it up. I won't be offended. So I've gone round the corner. You can sort of see, tuck my edges in a little bit more, and there's the start of my little hamper. Hessian burlap, yes, sweetheart. Wonder what other words have different meanings. I find making normal size objects hard enough, let alone miniatures. Oh, bless. Well, I am sure, Miss Sarah, you've got patience as a saint, and I am sure that you would love miniatures. I'm sure you would. I'm just going to cut that section down. And I'm going to fold him over. And there is my just going to move that over a bit. There you go. Yeah, Hessian is burlap. So there's my two sides done. We need some more of that brown glue. Where's it gone? Right. Now I'm hoping, yes, our house is starting to dry. So I'm going, oh gosh, I'm going to work out how much I need of this side. Probably about there, I would say. And I'm just going to fold it, oh gosh, fold it over. This will be a maze balls when this is done. You wait and you'll think, oh my word, Clat, how did you get there? Like I say, I'm going to put lights on it so whoever wins will be able to switch it on. Oops. Fold. Made that a little bit too short. I'm hoping you won't see it and then I put ribbon on it. There's our, you can sort of see it coming together now. Right, I'm going to do the last one on this side and then I'm going to use the Hessian, this stuff, or burlap, depending on where you are in the world, to put underneath. Oh gosh. So some things I have, like I say, bought like that thing out of Hobbycraft, but other things I'll just make up. And there's our little hamper. Our little hamper. Right, I'm gonna just put some Hessian now on the bottom of my hamper. And I have some lovely ribbon to put on the, oops, to put around it all. Right, let's cut this down. And there is our little hamper, our little Christmas miniature hamper. How cute is that? You've got to admit that is pretty cute. Now I do have some ribbon. I have some red ribbon. This one's got a bit of a gold flackling, which will make nice. And I did have some green, but God knows where that is. So I'm going to use the gold flacker one, but I'm going to cut it down, of course, because otherwise it'd be too wide for miniatures. And then I'm going to cut that in half. Right now there. And then I'm going to stab that. Oops. Stab that all the way around the bottom edge of the trim. Fascinating, Claire. Oh, thank you, Jan, sweetheart. I'm fascinated. I really wouldn't have the patience. Oh, bless. Thank you, Miss Rian. I am looking forward to doing it all with you. And like I say, it'll get me going again with my miniatures. And I'm hoping in the new year that I'll be able to do my gypsy wagon with you all. And it'll just really, I don't know, it'll just really get me going on making my miniatures once more. Because I think I made it so much, it kind of put me off making it again. which is sad in a way because I used to love miniatures. Right, I'm just going to pop that one just there like so. And we're going to make a tiny little bow. Of course, every hamper deserves a bow. Kind of cool. And I have loads of little gems I want to put on it. But like I say, you're all going to help me make this because it's going to be Christmas that we sort of all celebrate. Does that make sense? Because we all celebrate Christmas in a different way. I guarantee we do. Right. Come on. Just going to hold that down for a second because the ribbon's bent, just pulling it back up. Right, and then this side, and we're going to make a tiny little bow for the front. Now I have got crackers to make. It's funny Jan mentioned some crackers because they really wanted to make them meal. Come on. Come on, there we go. There you go. There's our little hamper. Oh, cute. How cute is that? Bye, Dawn. Thank you for coming in, sweetheart. Right, you're going to make a tiny little bow now. And this is how I would make my bow. So, I'm going to take my ribbon. I'm actually going to split it in half, I think. Oops. My ribbon's a bit too thick. And I'm going to make a tiny little bow to put on the front of our hamper. Oops, come on. Try again. 1 loop, 2 loops, cross through there. Come on. Come on. Do I really have to get my bow maker out? Come on, don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it, please. There, didn't lose it. I'm going to pull these in completely in now. There's our tiny little bow. It's super tiny. If that's my finger, I know the bow's out of shape a little bit, but that's my finger. That's the bow that I've just made. That's the bow. Right, I'm going to put a little bit of 3-in-1 on just on the back. And I'm going to find the front of our hamper and pop that on there. This is going to stay. Okay, so there's our little hamper. Right, so what I have got inside to put our little hamper in, and like I say, this isn't going to be done all tonight, but we can start putting our things in. So I have some bottles here. Now this one says, what does this one say? Children's games box. We've got, I'm trying to think now what we have got. Oh, I've got some wine bottles. That's why I wanted to put it in a hamper. So I'm going to take, because I do have, I'm going to take the tiny little label off, because you can buy these in miniature making. And we're going to put our own label on it. Right. There's one. And there's two. Right. I'm going to wait a minute. See, that's the Christmas cracker. There, oh, there's our thing. Right, I am going to cut our little shapes out. And they are tiny little shapes. And we need, because we've got 2 wine bottles, we will need 2 of these. And I'm going to stick one on there like so. So let me get my and I've got some cards. I'm going to make a Christmas cracker in a second now. There's the first one, tiny in it. We'll see how quick this hamper turns out to be. We're going to wrap them up as well. They're not going to stay as they are. Chris, can you pass me a sandwich bag? And then glue on this. Glue on our second bottle. Oops. Our second bottle. So there's that one. And then I've got tiny little tags. They are the miniature tiny tags. They're not even an inch. They would be less than half an inch. Good evening. Oh, I'm trying to think. Don't tell me the name. Don't tell me the name. Let me think. Lorna. Good evening, Lorna, sweetheart. Oh my God, it's so tiny. It is so tiny, Sarah. All right, and I'm going to cut these tags just down a little enough so I can just do what I need to do with them. Right, I'm going to zoom you in because this is the magic bit. Move our house just over there. Right, our bag. Now we're going to wrap our bottles up because, like I just said to you, they ain't staying as they are. You'll have to forgive my hands being the way they are. And I'm going to take a sandwich bag with the proper scissors. Okay. And then I'm going to take our bottle. And I'm just going to wrap it so we see it, but we don't see all of it. Now, I've done a bright spark this. I tied it, but I have lost. Got some of the string from the. Show you what it's from now. See, and then that gives the impression of our bag That doesn't come apart. That doesn't come apart. There. Wait a minute, let me do that again because that's come off. Let me do that again. Right. Now the clear bit I want. Right, I'm taking the string off this. It's the only string that I have. And all this is a sandwich bag. This isn't anything special that I've got. Just want to make sure that I've got it all this time, which I have. There's our tiny little bottle. Isn't it cute? All wrapped. Might need another sandwich bag in a sealer. Now I've lost. No, I haven't. I was just going to say I've lost the tags because it's so small. And I'm just going to pop that on with a little bit of glue on my cocktail stick. Just on the top. And I'm just going to pop it on like that. Chris, can you pass me another sandwich bag, please? And then all this, I'm just going to ruffle up. I'm going to make another one up now. There's our first one. How cute is that? Oh, I'm so excited I'm doing miniatures. Right, I'm going to do our next one. So, into our bag she goes. I'm just hoping. Yep, I do have enough. Let me take some string off here because it's the only string I've got to hand. And I'm going to wrap that up. Go the other way with it. Stay there. Tie this again to make sure that it doesn't come off. Like that. Cut our little tag down. I slipped a little bit. Right, and I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on the top. I'm just going to pop him in the center of that, and then that will give the impression that our wine has been wrapped up, especially to give to our little hamper. So we have now got 2 bottles in our little hamper set. How cute is that? Right. Now, I think it was Jan that mentioned our stocking. And those that said that you do hampers, you said to me that you do a stocking. So we're now going to make the stocking. So I'm trying to think now. I need something round. And I'm looking for something round just to wrap up that resemble a stocking. Don't think there's anything in here. No, there's nothing in here, crap. What can I use? What can I use? Let me think. What can I use to wrap up as a stocking? Let me show you what stocking we're making. We're making that stocking. Oh my god, what can we use? Card? Would card do it? Card should do it, shouldn't it? I'm sure card would do it. Right, let me do card. So I need some stocking is usually paper. So I'm gonna for that I'm gonna use our paper collection. Okay, Lorna, that was the paper that's scraping on our table. I'm gonna use the paper collection from the paper I showed you right at the very beginning. So since we've got some nice deep red, I'm going to use that as our stocking. Okay. Okay. So some in round for our stocking. Our cracker, I mean. And I'm just going to roll if I can. This might be too thick. But I just need to get it going, rolling it, and then we can have our stocking. And maybe a bit too thick. There you go, perfect size. So again, with our cocktail stuff on there. So I'm just going to make sure that we've got a round cracker, because I'm using cardboard, is wanting to go in. Wanting to go in a triangle. We sort of got a shape of round. Right. Cut this into a strip. And we're going to wrap. I think it would be better if I did it that way, actually. I'm just going to wrap. I'm going to put a little bit. Where's my cocktail stick? I'm going to put a little bit of glue to get us going on the side, because that will really help when we fold it over. And I'm just rolling that over, bringing this over the whole time I'm doing it. And I'm just going to pop some of there. I'm just going to hold that for a second while I get, hoping that'll be, while I get some ribbon on the go. Right, some ribbon. Now, we can either use the same ribbon as we've been using, so this ribbon, which I don't see a problem using, or we can use some green. I think we should use green, I think. Oh no, how about, hiya, Cash, sweetheart. I was going to do your teep cap, but I haven't got an envelope maker. So I've said to hubby he's got to buy me one. And I never mentioned your name, and I never said it was Kaj's fault that I've got to buy me one for Christmas. I never said a word. It didn't even cross my mind or my lips. I can sort of promise I didn't say anything. Sort of. can't guarantee it because I might have.
It's your fault.
But either way, it's your fault because I haven't got an envelope maker. But the minute I got an envelope maker, I'm definitely making a teacup. Right, I'm going to just cut the ends off that. Cut this in a line. And because there's glue there, it should have settled. If it hasn't, I'll put some underneath. Right, now with a cracker, we've always got a turny bit on the end. You don't turn it too much because it is paper and it will. There, crack that side. And I'm gonna, crack that side. And that is our miniature cracker. So we're gonna finish this off. I did have some green, but I literally do not know what I've done with it. And I'm ruffling as we speak. Would silver be nice? Oh, silver might be nice. Ooh, your hubby's gonna hate me. New craft room and the envelope punch board. Well, I like I say, I can't guarantee that your name never got mentioned. I guess. He went, you got an envelope maker? I went, no, I haven't. He went, yes, you have. I went, no, I haven't. You went, yes, you have. I went, no, I haven't. Well, what's this in your second one? I went, that's not an envelope maker. He went, well, it does make envelopes. I went, no, that's a scoring board. You know, it makes envelopes, doesn't it? I went, yeah, but it's not an envelope maker. That's the difference. So this is the conversation I had with him earlier. And I was like, can you put it on Santa's Christmas wish list? Because I want one. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm going to twist this just to give it a bit more thinness because I don't want it as thick as the ribbon. And then I'm going to tie it. I've gone silver and red for some reason. I don't know where this come from green. So I got green ribbon and then I bring out silver. Right, and I'm going to just put a little bit of glue underneath. Okay, cut that end and then wrap this up. So we are going to spend a lot of time making the things that will go in each compartment. But like I say, not some of the stuff that will go in won't be necessarily Christmas stuff. It might be things that are wrapped up in boxes, that kind of thing. So that we can make different things. So you can, whoever the winner is, you'll have the definition of Christmas, but it'll be different things in there. So I'm going to cut this as an angle and then I'm going to snip down the edge. Here you go. Right, so we have, this is our hamper. We have a cracker. We have 2 wine bottles. They're getting very merry this Christmas. And the other thing I want to put in is, if I can find them, is I do have somewhere oh, here they are. A stocking. Now this is just basically made of red felt. That's all it is. It's red felt cut into a shape, and that's all it is. So I'm going to stick that behind and we're going to start filling that up as well. start filling that up. So let's see if I've got anything in here. No, there's nothing in here that represents Christmas. These are our Christmas cards. So we have a snowman, we have a Christmas one. Oh, we have, will that train fit in? Possibly. Right, what else do we have? We do have some Christmas stickers. That's not what I'm after. Merry Christmas, peace on earth. We'll stick that in for a little Christmas sign. Why not? Because a little Christmas decoration. And I'm going to stick all this down in a second so they all be stuck down. Now, I think that stocking's a little bit too big. So I do have, and this is all dry now, so I'm going to come back to that in a second. I do have a clay stocking. Now this I will be making more of, but this is just generally made out of clay. But I am going to be making more of them because I want more of them to put on our shadow box. So what I'm going to do, I want to stick a stock in there, but I don't know whether that's too big. Wait a second. Let me see what's in the box, because we had candles. Oh, yes, that's what we could do. Is stick a candle in. So we have, now these actually smell. These are Yankee candles that actually smell, and I made them up myself. And they are the little jars. I can smell them now. They're the little jars. And then I just printed some labels and printed them out. And the way you get them in is via a syringe. And then you wrap the wire up to have your handle. So you can pick which one you'd like. Which one would you like? Linen, lavender, or peach? Linen, lavender, or peach? What one would you like to go in there? I'm not going to put that in because this is a grown-ups hamper box. What one would you like? Linen, lavender, or peach? Oops. What one would you like me to put in? There's the peach one. Oops. I'm going to stick all this down as well, so it'll all be stuck down in a second. The peach. The linen and the lavender look the same, but they do smell different. The lavender's got like a green wire on the top, and the linen has got like a blue wire on top. That's the only difference. Peach. After Christmas, I'll have to do some more envelope punch tutorials. After Christmas, especially for Matt and Sarah. Oh, yes, please. Peach, everybody said, right. Please. Because after Christmas, I'll have my envelope punch. So, yes, Miss Cash, please, sweetheart. Right, I'm going to stick all this in. And this then will be a part of our thing. So, any paper I'm going to stick in with my 3-in-1, and then these are going to be stuck down with. Now the reason I'm sticking them down is miniatures can get lost, and I once made, this is why I'm making Mum's sewing box again, because I didn't stick the miniatures down and they go missing. So this is the only reason why I'm sticking them down. I wouldn't normally stick them down, but I don't want them going missing. And because I'm posting it and whoever receives it, but you'll be able to smell this. Trust me, you'll be able to smell it. Because you'll be able to smell it. Right? So hold that down for a second. just to let it. Yeah, and then this is paper. So where's my fold mark? Doesn't really matter because there. Right, I'm going to leave that completely dry. So that is one thing that is going to go in our box. Now, what time are we on? 11 o'clock. Right, I'm going to make a few boxes, Christmas boxes up. I'm just trying to find them. Bear with me 2 seconds. Right, I'm going to pop that to one side. Now that is definitely going to go in our shadow box. Let me just move this out the way. Oh, I've got stickers there. Got they over there. And I'll leave that dry. Could possibly put a bell in there. A little blue bell. I think I might actually. Let me find. Oh God, here we go. Oh, first time. Oh my God, first time. Woohoo! And stick a little bell in there, just on the corner. Where's our cocktail stick? There. Our little hamper. Woohoo! Right. These are our little boxes I have got when I am not facing them the wrong way. I'm going to go with these ones first. So these ones you can print off Pinterest. And you can just, they're free printables. They are on, you can print loads off on the web. There's loads of sites where you can just print. Right, and all the things that we make will be going in our little shadow box. I'm going to do another coat. So our shadow box is dry now. I have been touching it as we've been going along, and it's completely dry. So I'm going to store that up in a second now. Okay, this is the base of the bag. Now, different bags will make up different things. So, for example, if you made this bag up, because it's got a picture on it, it will be much more interesting to make up. Come on. I don't know why my scissors is not working, but it's not. And it doesn't take long to fill a shadow box up either. So don't think you'll be watching this for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, because you won't. Because it won't, I promise you, it won't take that long. And once we sort of know where we're going with each box, then we'll be fine. Right, you see where there's a line? So it works a bit like an ordinary box. So when you fold it, that is what your score line is. That's where your bag begins. So you would score it again and again, and then you would score the bottoms of these over. And then I'd put, where's our cocktail stick gone? Then I put a little bit of glue. Put a little bit of glue on the side. This is a bit like your teacup, Kaj. A bit like your teacup, sweetheart. And then we have our basis for our bag. Now, with the little flaps, I always fold them in last because they're the fiddliest little things possible. So I'll push my little flaps up. I'm going to pop one down. And I've got my hand inside the bag, so it makes it a bit easier to do. I'm trying to make sure I'm in frame as well. Fold these in and then fold this over. Oops. Right, there's our bag, and that's how easy it is to do a bag up. And they're cute. Good night, Carol. Thank you for popping in, sweetheart. Then I've got my ribbon from earlier for our handles, or you can use Hessian or whatever you want to use. Whatever you want to use. Now I tend to put the bag, now you can either put them on the side or whatever you want to put them. Like I say, it's totally up to you when you make these type of things up. A bit like any type of crafting, really. I want to just put one. Oops, there. And I'm going to pop one there. Oh, come on. So what I will do this week is I will gather all the little bits and pieces that you guys said about the DVDs, the popcorn. Like I say, 1 week we will do, if I can get this to go, we will do miniature food, because of course to make miniature we'll have to make some candies and some miniature food, and then you would do that. Now I would add some embossing powder, but my table's a mess, so I'm not even going to bother getting it out, but I will do next week. Before I go, I just want to show you what we've made tonight, because it is going to take some time. The last thing I want to cut out before you all go, now you can cut out anything, so the little Santas are always really cool to have, and I tell you why they're cool, because you can stand them up in the background and you cut. Oh, why my scissors bent? You cut them out. Maybe like fussy cutting. Fussy cut them out all the way. Next week, I'm going to get my clay out. We're going to make popcorn, candy sticks, lolly sticks, you know, the red and white canes. We'll make them. And we'll also make, what other goodies would you guys would like to see? What other things do you have at Christmas that traditionally that you would all have? And like I say, we're going to have a go at making some traditional Christmas sweeties. And that is our stand. Now I'm going to strengthen that up because it's not going to be much, it's not going to hold anything. I know it won't hold anything because it's just paper. So I'm just going to pop that on there. on there like so. Cut that out, and we've started to paint our shadow box as well. And then on, like I say, next week we'll finish painting that off. I'll do another course with it and show you where we're going with that. And then we'll also get my polymiller clay out, and I want to make I'm trying to think now, trifle. Yeah, trifle, and the canes, and I'm trying to think, jellies. Make some like miniature jellies, and trifles. And I'm trying to think, what else have I got? Trifles, miniature jellies, canes, like traditional Christmas food. That's what we're going to make. So we have our little Santa that we can just sort of stand on the corner, whatever we want to do. We have our fabric, our bag that I'm just going to pop a little bit. I'm going to see if he's big enough first to go in. Yeah, he is. So yeah, traditional Christmas miniature food to go in, and we'll do another pink coat on our what am I trying to say? Another pink coat on our shadow box, and I'll show you what else. And the other thing I want to make with you, I'm getting so excited now, is you all mentioned popcorn DVDs, which we'll make. Try and think of like different things that you wouldn't initially see at Christmas, or when you celebrate at Christmas. These are all dry now, ready to sort of use on the top. You can sort of see where I'm going before I even got there, as usual. It's not going to be an overnight thing. It's probably going to take a couple of lives, I expect, to do. But once it's done, and it won't take that long to fill it. So we've made our little hamper. We've got 2 wine bottles. The peach, which whoever wins it, you'll know that you can smell that a while off. The little cracker. We've got the bell on the side. To give you an idea, it would just sit there. See? And it fills a spot like that. And then we're going to put our little bag maybe on that side and put something in that. So that would be 1 compartment already filled before we've even did the inside. So it was not going to take long to fill at all. I promise you it's not. But you can sort of see where I'm going. And we've got our little Santa that we can sort of stick on the side, and they're really cool figurines. But all the inside, where you see like plain wood, I've got pattern paper for. I've got some napkins, and I'm going to put all the little bits and pieces that we're going to use. I'm going to put them in a basket, so I'm not fluttering around next week trying to find stuff. But I do hope you've enjoyed coming along and making some miniatures with me. It's been nice, I must say, getting back to miniature making. Next week I'm going to be making some miniature food to go on our thing, and I'm going to give this another coat of paint, should I say. And yeah, really get all excited about making a Christmas chatterbox. I do hope you've enjoyed tonight. Like I say, miniature making isn't for everyone, but you can pick up some ideas, especially to make for charms. The canes that I'm going to make next week, you can definitely make them for charms. Just stick a little pin at the top and you've made yourself a little charm. The other little things I'm going to show you, like the glasses of milk, we've got to do a glass of milk. Santa's got to have a glass of milk for the reindeer. Does go, you know, yeah, that's got to happen. And we've also got these I picked up. See if you can fill. Oh, there's loads. My mind's just racing, but you sort of know where we're going. So I'm going to love and leave you all now. I really do hope you've enjoyed getting interested and getting sort of with me and tonight's little project. Like I say, it's not going to take long to make at all. It's just because we're making different things, and it's going to take some, and you know, it's not going to take one live to do. I would probably guess about 2 or 3 lives maybe. But next week I'll be making miniature food, but you can also make them into charms, and anybody can do it, I promise you. Gorgeous, thanks for a great live. Good night, everyone. Oh, good night, Miss Paisley. You're very quiet tonight. Good night, Jan, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Sarah, sweetheart. I will love and leave you all till next week. Have a lovely rest of the week, wherever you are in the world and whatever you are doing. And I will see you all next week. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. Bye.